Gold has got the feeling of being a bit unloved at the moment. It's getting battered from all sorts of places, feeling a bit left out on its own. But what is going on with the price? In today's chart of the day, I look at the technical analysis and try and unravel the picture. Hello, I'm Stephen Ho, trader and founder of The Stock Punter. So before we can carry on, a risk warning for you to pay close attention to. The content in this video is not investment advice, so please seek the advice, help of financial professionals or financial advisors before investing and trading. And trading and investing involves a high degree of risk and your money is at risk, so be very careful. So with that out the way, let's get on with the analysis. So this is the August update for gold, and going straight into the weekly line chart. So we can see since the last video the price has fallen very nicely to the 50% Fibonacci line around the mid 1700s, where there's been a bit of noise in the past, in the early part of 2021. But really the trend is slowly down at the moment. Next stop down, if it breaks here, late 1600s. If it can reverse back upwards, pause here, recuperate, then 61.8% Fibonacci line just over 1800, around about the 1815 mark. Probably the next short-term target, and then it's really pushing on to those, sort of 2021 highs around 1900. But at the moment it's, like I said in the intro there, feeling a bit unloved and a bit sort of lonely and just drifting nowhere at the moment. And the price, like I said, has been in a slow downward drift since July of 2020. So let's look at the Heikin-Ashi chart to pick up a bit more detail. Daily Heikin-Ashi chart going back to the earlier part of 2020. We can see the breakup from early July, and that's where I've put on a 2 standard deviation regression trend, which highlights the slow downward move in the price of gold, but also how the price has been ranging between those 2 standard deviations. It's been bouncing up from the bottoms and reversing down from the tops. And at the moment it's broken out of the box situation, giving us a sell signal. But in terms of that regression line, it's sort of sitting right in the middle there. And if we go down a bit further, signal wise, the bottom 2 both bearish but slightly improving at the moment, and the red line on its own there, volatility around 20% per annum, nothing too special there. So really, weak bearish neutral at the moment on the Heikin-Ashi. What's the Renko telling us? Well, not a lot more really. I've used a $4 block size here, again to give me those short-term swings. If we drop to the signals at the bottom, both are looking positive in the short term. Remember, this Renko is set up more for the short-term play. Holding, a lot of noise around the 1735 area. Draw your attention way over to the left, and that sort of 1679 line, we had a double bounce there, and that proved to be good support for the price before that sort of run up mid-year to those highs around just over 1900. Then we've had the retracement. Early part of August we saw the big fall in price from 1820s down to early 1700s, and then a small recovery back to those mid 1700s, where there has been, go back to July of this year, and then May, early part of that, there's a lot of price noise around there. So we might be getting a bit of resistance in the price before it tries to get back to those 1820s sort of more recent highs, and really it's got a challenge there before even thinking about getting up to the 1900s again. But at the moment, overall, you've got to say weak bullish in the really short term. So with that information, let's go to the summary and put it all together. In terms of the pure technicals, there's not a lot to get excited about really. The Heikin Ashi in the daily slightly longer term pretty neutral to slightly down, whereas the Renko a bit more positive in the short term, showing some signs of life and maybe a bounce up from here. But overall I'm going to have to score it neutral just because, you know, there's not a lot going on there at the moment. And if we're focusing on the targets, yeah, in the longer term there are some reasonable upsides, 1.7, 2.7 to 1. There's all equal downside as well. So gold overall in August looking pretty neutral on the technicals. Just can't get excited about gold. The technicals flat, fundamentals flat, and the alternatives to trade, cryptocurrencies, and even I'd probably consider the Australian dollar over gold at the moment. Really, it just doesn't look exciting. So let me know in the comments below what you think of gold. Where's the price going next? You know, let me know about my analysis, and if you've liked that analysis and want to learn more about the technical side that I do, I will put some links in the description below for you to learn more. Now if you like today's video, please give us the thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and bell buttons to receive future notifications of further content I'm going to produce. And all that's left for me to say is thanks for watching, good luck with the trading, and I'll see you in the next video.